Hi everyone, it's Tanis with H&H Sign Supply with another live. Today we are going to be making a candy jar. This candy jar was purchased from the Dollar Tree for probably $1. And we're going to be adding GT5 to it. And this week, or I think until like Monday or Tuesday, we will have our GT5 variety packs, which will be 44 colors in that pack, 12 by 12 and 12 by 24, 25% off. So already on the site, if you purchase those variety packs, you'll see that you're getting a discount because you are getting a savings already by buying that in a pack rather than individual sheets. And we are adding an additional 25% off that variety pack. So make sure that if you want to stock up on a variety of colors, then take advantage of this. And I will post a link to those as well. And if you've not tried GT5, now is your chance to get a good savings with a variety of colors. So basically we are just using GT5, which is our house brand. It is an intermediate vinyl, 5-year outdoor rating. It has a gloss finish, but there's 2 colors that are matte. Actually, there's 3. There's matte white, matte black, and a matte transparent. And so today what we are going to do is we've got this candy jar and it came with the lid. And we are going to make a witch's hat on top. And then we're going to put a decal on it and finish it up. So let's get started. Hi, Connie. Good to see ya. So basically, I just took a sheet of GT5 vinyl, and at first, you can see where this circle was much bigger. I was gonna have it overlap the jar lid, but when I got thinking, I was like, well, that is silly because then you're not gonna be able to open it very easily. And so, I decided to make it the same size as the lid. So basically, I just took it off, traced it, now I'm going to cut it out. And this is to show that you don't have to use vinyl as, you don't have to use it sticky. You know, you can use it if you don't have a piece of cardstock or a piece of construction paper, but you have extra vinyl and you're wanting to do something like this, you can definitely use it, and you don't necessarily have to peel the backing off. So I'm not going to peel the backing off. I'm actually just going to cut it, and then I'm going to take some double-sided tape. We sell that here at H&H. It's actually banner tape. You can find it on our site. I'll try to include a link to that as well. But it's called $13.97, and you can find it on the site. It's basically a 1-inch double-sided tape, and that's what I'm going to use today to adhere that because I really don't want to use the glue gun. So basically let me make sure you guys can still see what I'm doing. Yeah, I am just taking that one strip of tape, and I may end up having to put more than one, but it's got this clear on it, and you want to take your tweezers or your fingernail and get that clear off so that both sides are sticky. We use this a lot here when we make our color charts and things. We use this double-sided tape. So I'm just putting this on top, apply a little bit of pressure, and there's that. Now, I was not sure what shape I needed to make the top of the hat. So I got online, and if you just Google like birthday hat or hat template, you'll find templates to where you can print them out and then trace them. So that's what I did. I just printed it out online and then I traced it on my vinyl. This is kind of a, I don't know what you would call this, a fan shape, I guess. But, so now I'm just going to fold my ends over. And I've been playing with it, so it's a little bit distorted, I guess you would say. It's a little bit wrinkled or crinkled. So once I have this, I'm going to get my double-sided tape. I should have already had it cut. So we're basically just making a cone, and that's going to set on top of the hat there. I'm going to trim some of this up so it sits a little more flat. And you could use hot glue or whatever you want to use, but I'm going to go ahead and use the double-sided tape. Because I'm going to wrap some vinyl around the bottom, and you're really not going to see that tape anyway. I may even put a ribbon on it instead. I'm not exactly sure. I need it much smaller. This would probably be good for, you could use your hot glue gun. I honestly just really didn't want to fool with turning it on and getting it heated up. Plus, I'm terrible with hot glue. I usually always get it all over me and everything else around me. So, like I said, this tape we do sell on our site, and it is, I think maybe around $15 a roll. I'll include the link because I don't know all the specifications, but double-sided tape is definitely something that you want to keep around. So there we go. We've got that on there. Make sure you guys can see. Okay, so I could do a couple of different things here. So I could wrap vinyl around this, which that's what I was gonna do, but honestly, so what I was gonna do is I was gonna take this and like wrap a band around it, but now that I'm looking at these ribbons that I have, I think what I'm gonna do is just take this buffalo check and wrap around it, or maybe make a bow around it or something. I'm not really sure here what I'll do. I don't know. Let me come back to that. I'm not sure how I want to finish that off, but I feel like something needs to be put around that hat. So I have this jar, this candy jar, and what I did was I printed off a decal. Again, this vinyl is our GT5. What I'm using is 509 matte black, And I'm just going to put the decal on. I'm going to use some Clear Choice 8065 transfer tape. If you've never used the Clear Choice, it is a favorite amongst many customers, and I like to use it as well. I'm actually going to put 2 spools of ribbon there, so maybe my jar won't roll away while I am applying this decal. So this would make a really good teacher's gift, a secret pal gift. You could also do some type of, the same type of idea with maybe a Santa hat instead of a witch's hat. Give it a good squeegee here. It's not wanting to stick. That's strange. I didn't test it, which, you know me, I don't usually, there it goes. I just had to kind of help it a little bit. This jar could have some residue on it, so it never hurts to clean your surfaces with like denatured alcohol. Never use any kind of cleaning agent like Windex or even dish soap. Honestly, if you're going to use dish soap, make sure that you, like if you were going to wash this, make sure that you rinse it really well, because dish soap actually is designed to break down grease and oils, and vinyl is a petroleum product. So just keep that in mind whenever you're cleaning your surfaces and things. It's really best to use either denatured alcohol or just plain water. So I should have cleaned this first, so you guys learn from my mistakes often. And but it is, once I kind of got it started, it's laying down just fine. I just lost a star. There you go. And anytime you do a curved surface, it is a little tricky, but I can use my fingernails and get any kind of bubbles or anything out. So let me make sure you guys can see that. Yeah. All right, so here is my jar. I've got some tissue paper here that I'm gonna put in there. I don't have any candy. You can put candy corn or whatever, but for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna stuff it with tissue paper and then decide what I want to do about that hat. So here's what it looks like without anything, without a ribbon or anything. I don't know if I want to put a ribbon on it or if I want to do vinyl on it. Like, I feel like it needs a band at the bottom, but I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to do a ribbon. I'm kind of thinking I want to do ribbon. Let's see if I have any comments. Kathy says it needs a band. Yes, I do agree. I think I'm just going to take this ribbon and I'm going to cut it kind of long and then just give it like a a tail. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fold it over like this, and then let me get a little piece of tape. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the top here to make it look like, you know, the head is not perfectly pointed. Okay. Alright, I'm bending that over just a little bit, and I'm going to kind of make it not so perfect, I think. There we go. So now, when I put this back on the jar, and it's a little tricky because the jar doesn't just keep twisting, but here is the finished product. Let me flip my screen so you guys can see this a little bit better. I know it's hard to see. Okay, so I've got this finished, if you can tell what it is. Also, I think that we need to probably paint this black or cover it with black vinyl. I do think that that would be better. So for instance, if it looked like this, let me see if I can grab it. That silver there, see how I covered that up? I do think that you would need to do that. I should have done that, but I didn't. So here you go. Here's you a witch hat candy jar. And I will include the links below or above. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And I need to make one for my husband's candy corn. He likes to eat it. Yes. So if you make this project, please share that with us, because this is just an idea for you guys to use some of the items that we have, and we love to see your finished work. Also, we do have a private Facebook group now. It's called Tips and Tricks of the Vinyl Trade, and we do encourage people to share their projects in there as well. So again, the candy jar is from Dollar Tree, and then the vinyl is GT5. Thanks everyone for joining me today. If you have questions, just put them below and I will answer them. If you have ideas for future lives, let me know as well. And I hope you have a good weekend. We supply, you create.